This broadcast is proudly brought to you by the following partners: Nesuto Apartments, SportsLink Travel, Skaters Network, Bauer, and it's powered by Sportscast Australia.
Watch her work. What an amazing goal! How did she get that in the top corner?
And now it's Georgia Watts. Georgia Watts in one-on-one.
What a spectacular goal by Georgia Watts!
That shot early and it's gone home. It's there. Brilliant shot from Lindsay Clinic in the end.
Well, welcome to AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia. My name is Gordon Goodenough. I'm joined by Andrew McDougall, and we have an epic clash. The season is on the line for the Sydney Sirens today. Andrew, what are your thoughts ahead of this one?
Well, the Sirens, they've got to come out a little bit different than they did yesterday. It was a very impressive performance from the Lightning, and the Sirens have got everything to play for today, and they can take a little bit out of last week's trip over to WA to face the Perth Inferno, where they lost on the Saturday but were able to pick up their first win for the season on the Sunday. So if they can channel some of that energy from last weekend, they might be able to pick up a win today, at least in the back of their minds anyway. They know that they can get the job done.
This is, of course, the Brisbane Lightning's final homestand of the season. They are yet to sweep an opponent at home. This is their final opportunity to do so. Talking to another head coach in the league, they mentioned that it's a little bit easier when you are the road team to stay focused. You're all in the hotel together, whereas if you're the home team, you're with family, you've got other things going on. So maybe the Sirens have an opportunity to come out a bit stronger here and keep that focus for this match, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think going on the road is going to do you any harm at all. I think it can actually galvanise a group, and we've spoken about this throughout the season at different stages, not just the Sirens, but other teams throughout the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League, where I think it was the Brisbane Lightning spent a lot of time at home to start the season. And we did speak about on our live show, the weekly wraparound, and throughout the coverage as well. But just going on the road and getting together as a group just brings you closer together, and you can just galvanise the group, and it can do wonders. And as we've seen last weekend, the Sirens are able to pick up their first win for the season, so they'll be hoping for something similar today.
It also allows you just to focus on running the 3 forward lines instead of the 4 when you're at home, trying to keep players eligible for finals just in case. One big absence for the Sydney Sirens this weekend is Sarah Edney. Just to put into context the importance of Sarah Edney to this team, in the 10 games Sarah Edney has played, she has scored 16 goals. In the 11 games that the Sydney Sirens have played, the other forwards combined have scored 16 goals, Andrew.
It's a massive loss for the Sirens, not only to your point there, Gordon, the 16 goals. It's one, the leadership, obviously the captain of the Sirens, but someone who's terrific at positional play, has a high hockey IQ, has a wicked shot, as we've seen throughout her career, and the 16 goals this season. And just being able to, one of the things that we noticed yesterday was the Sirens were struggling to take the blue line, and someone like Sarah Edney, who's great on the stick, great stick handler, can maneuver the puck around, can take that blue line. The Sirens struggled to do that yesterday, and we felt that a chip and chase sort of game is where they're going to be able to worry the Lightning and trap it in deep and then work from there. So that's the other side of it as well. Not just the goals. The goals obviously very important, and the Sirens struggled to generate offense yesterday, but it's just that play to take the blue line and get the Lightning defenders on the back foot.
Meanwhile, the Brisbane Lightning looked as good as I have seen them this season in yesterday's contest. Certainly, I'm going to emphasize their structure without the puck was phenomenal, well disciplined. It was a real, as I messaged head coach Matt Meyer of the Brisbane Lightning, it was a boa constrictor type performance. Didn't give the Sydney Sirens anything and just didn't allow them entries easily into the offensive zone. The only goal that the Sydney Sirens did manage to get past goaltender Katie Meyer was off the rush, a Lily Roberts beauty. It was a perfectly placed shot. We do need to give a shout out. We didn't have an opportunity yesterday to the players from these teams who have been named to the senior women's team, which will be participating in Division 2B at the IIHF Women's World Championships. For the Brisbane Lightning, they have 3 representatives that will be going. Lindsay Klinick, Courtney Mahoney will be both going as forwards, and Katrina Rapchuk in defense. For the Sydney Sirens, they have Lily Roberts and Gabrielle Arps as representing the defensive group. And then they actually have 4 reserves who are attached to the Sydney Sirens. Samantha Payne, Ava Calabri, and Ebony Brunt this season, of course, playing for the Sirens. And Island Kenyon from the ACT, who has put on the Sirens jersey in the past. So good news for both squads, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at the Sirens, Mahoney, Clinic, and Rapchuk, all 3 outstanding hockey players. Rapchuk's just a terrific young defender, skates really well, great on the puck, can jump up into the offense as well. Clinic, same sort of thing. It's just a great skater. We've seen yesterday as well, just great on the edges. I think it was the previous game that the Lightning had played, scored a contender for goal of the season, but there was a play yesterday. The Sirens play, it slips my mind, but just a real nifty sort of cutback to go the other direction and clear the puck from the defensive end. And on the Sirens as well, Lily Roberts, we've seen the goal yesterday, just an unbelievable snipe. And Gabby Arps is someone who I'm really high on as a defender and has been superb for the Sirens. Was great again yesterday. Last weekend against the Inferno was terrific. Just positions herself well, gets a stick in there, breaks up the play. Has got a really bright future.
We will wait to see who is in net for both teams. My spidey senses tell me that it will probably be Ella Lakari back in net for the Sirens in this one with the season on the line, and possibly you would think Tracy McIntosh for the Brisbane Lightning getting the split after Katie Meyer got the start in yesterday's contest.
It will be interesting to see who. I'm more interested in seeing who will be in the net for the Lightning. To be honest, with finals approaching, how will they look to? Well, McIntosh has played 6-7 games, and Katie Meyer's played 6 games this season, so it's quite even between the two. Do they give Meyer another run at it today and just back up? I'm not too sure. Both are very well capable of turning it on and being a brick wall for the Lightning. We've seen that across the season already. I think it'll be McIntosh, but I would not be surprised if Meyer does get another start and goes back to back here.
The Brisbane Lightning certainly have one of the best goaltending coaches in the league in Jaden Pine Murphy. He will have been keeping a close eye on both goaltenders in practice during the week and providing his recommendations as far as the starters. Certainly Katie Meyer, she didn't face a lot of pucks yesterday. That was courtesy of the excellent structural play from the Brisbane Lightning. So fatigue is probably not an issue for Katie Meyer, and indeed Katie Meyer is staying in between the pipes for this one. So it will be Katie Meyer v Ella Lakari. Of course, if Brisbane win this game in regulation, they will clinch the fourth and final spot in the AWIHL finals, which will be played in Melbourne at O'Brien Icehouse on March 9 and 10, as we're underway here in Boondall. Gabby Arps being pressured by Abby Brown. Back in the corner, Brown tries to get it to Kalinick. That's stopped by Winder. Hokett pinches to keep the puck in at the half wall. And Hokett keeping it in again. Arps back around. And Kalinick picks that off in the circle. Couldn't get a shot away. Brown back up to Hokett. Goes across to Rapchuk. Rapchuk being pressured by Bikini. Just cycles it back down low, and Brown in behind the net. Gets it out to Wuthrich. Wuthrich fans on that one. Comes up to Rapchuk. And now Hokett. She keeps the puck in. Looking for the tip from Wuthrich. Wuthrich going to work. Back up high to Rapchuk. Rapchuk with a shot from the point. Bakari had to be attentive to that shot. Arps now. The Brisbane Lightning have started a line change with Chloe Charles coming on. So a dominant start here again. They had a great start to the game yesterday. And Sydney finally get it out of the zone. And you see just on the edge of screen the Sirens forwards changing. The defense is still out there. Gabby Arps has been out there for a minute and a half from the start of this game. So she will be very keen to get off the ice as Calabria gets the puck in deep to allow her to do just that. She's watched by Brophy. Gets the puck back up to the blue line for Winder. Winder, her shot is deflected. Now Brisbane gain possession. Speeding through the neutral zone here is Courtney Mahoney. As Lindsay Utter going towards the net. Lily Roberts. Good little stick check to knock the puck away. Calabria back in defense to support. Mahoney has Shanita Crompton on her line. Dishes to Crompton. Crompton now from the in between the circles. Backhand shot, and that is saved by Lakari.
Well, it's been all the lightning, hasn't it, to start this game once again, just like yesterday. Took a minute and 40 before the Sirens are actually able to enter the offensive zone. And Shanita Crompton just picking up where she left off yesterday. Shot on goal.
Sirens get it out, but it's Dixon that had possession temporarily. Was upset by Newmark. Puck comes across. This is dangerous. Here's Cryan. Gets a shot on. And Meyer was looking for that one temporarily underneath the pads. We have a face-off.
And that's much better for the Sirens. They'll be liking the look of that. Hannah Cryan getting on the puck in the offensive zone, getting a shot on goal. But the thing there was Newmark and Bikini just floating around Meyer looking for a rebound.
Face-off won by the Lightning. Here's Seren Powell. Just gets that, advances that up the boards. Badgley. Back around Powell. Powell rims it round for Georgia Watts. That's cut off by Newmark. Newmark keeps up the cycle. Badgley gets there ahead of Cryan. And now Watts has a chance to clear the zone. Breakout pass does so through Crompton. Crompton will just dump it down the other end for a change. Gillian Murphy. Back up high. And now the Sirens are out of the zone, but that puck evades everyone. It won't be enough for icing though, as the Sirens beat that out through Calabria. Calabria and Goonan battling it out here against the boards. Alex McDonald gets the puck out with her skate. Chips it back up high for Brisbane to initiate the breakout successfully. Sydney just rimming it round the boards. They have Calabria here in support, picks it up against the wall. Horvat scored her first AWIHL goal of her career last weekend against Perth. And it's Rapchuk for the Lightning that picks it off. Gets it out of the zone. Will it have enough for icing? Winder held up a couple of strides, so icing was waved. Hokett trying to get that puck in the zone. Brisbane send the 1-4 checker in Wuthridge. And they do get the puck back in their own zone. But Bikini nearly picked that one off. Kalinick tidying up the crumbs. Abby Brown now scored 2 goals in yesterday's contest. She chips the puck in. Wuthridge is after it. Hokett pinching now. Trying to get to that puck ahead of Newmark. Good battle there. Kalinick holds the line. Sent right back in. Good early pressure here from the Lightning. Brown being held against the boards by Arps. Wuthridge comes in support. Just digging against the boards there. That puck is very difficult to get out from against the boards. There's a real valley there between the boards and the ice. Here's Stephanie Newmark just fans on that one as her stick was checked. Kalinick comes in after it. Comes around the left circle and gets it out of the zone. Arps just sends it right back in on Meyer. Meyer deflects it to Hokett. Hokett, D to D. And now Rapchuk finishing the job out of the zone. Mahoney coming down in the middle. Has a shot gloved by Lakari. And will have a face-off.
But the Sirens are generating some offense, which is good to see. Ella Lakari back in net. Had a tough outing yesterday. Saved 39 of 44 shots on goal. So the Sirens will be hoping that the shot count isn't as high today.
Face-off won by the Sirens. Just cleared around the boards by York. Not out of the zone. Kept in. Chloe Charles now battling with Payne. Payne wins that one. Sydney can't get out though. Mahoney keeps it in. And finally, Sydney can counter. Here's Pickering. Pickering has Clark in the middle. Clark with a shot. Good pad save from Katie Meyer. I believe we will have a penalty though, and the Sydney Sirens will head to the power play.
Just a good job from Ava Pickering on the blue line. Just to take it away, get a stick in there, and there was a pass up along the boards. Pickering was able to break free. And the Sirens draw a penalty, get a shot on goal. So the Sirens go on an early power play. So it's positive for them after yesterday.
I'm wondering if it was a slashing call that was called. Certainly Georgia Clark didn't get a hold of all of that shot. Looked like she was impeded, had her stick checked perhaps illegally with the slash. Brisbane able to clear it through Crompton. Crompton had a good return to the Lightning. Been missing for a couple of weeks. So good to see her back. Neat Crompton. Here's Brunt though. Brunt puts that shot wide. Bikini chasing forward in the corner. Brisbane are able to clear again through Crompton. So Sydney having difficulty setting up in the offensive zone with the personnel advantage. Having problems breaking it out of their own zone here. It's great structure again by the Brisbane Lightning. Hokett just chips the puck into empty space for Rapchuk to collect in the neutral zone. And Rapchuk gets the puck in deep. Sirens will have to regroup. Wuthridge is the lone forechecker. Gets a piece of that one, so it didn't get to Brunt. And the Sirens player goes hard into the boards. Bikini advancing the puck up in neutralized to Newmark. Can't get deep in the zone though. Dixon takes possession of that and clears it out to center ice. Newmark. Back to Bikini. Back to Arps. And Wuthridge picks it off. Another takeaway by the Lightning. she'll just spin and fire it down the other end of the ice. Lakari settles it for Roberts. Here's Cryan. Cryan tries to dangle past Wuthridge. Doesn't work. And just 3 seconds left on this penalty. As it's back to even strength hockey. I'm not sure if the Sirens managed the shot on goal in that 2-minute power play. Winder coming in. Just slaps that one away. And now Brisbane forechecking in their offensive zone. Sirens still with possession of the puck. Little reverse pass there. And Lily Roberts chipping it up the boards. Finds a teammate, but picked off by Lindsay Utter. Utter just tries to get that puck on net. Goes across the face. Now here's Dixon in her own zone. Finds some support. That's well picked off. That was a good pick off temporarily by the Sirens. Back in neutral ice. Newmark. Winding down that side. She'll gain the zone. Looking for support. Can't find anyone. That's a weak shot on net. Steered aside by Meyer. And the puck came out of the zone. Was put back in offside. We'll have a face-off.
Really good job defensively by the Lightning on that penalty kill. Just able to see off the Sirens, not give them any opportunities on net.
Brisbane through Georgia Watts. Back in their own zone now. And here comes Sharnita Crompton. Has some support coming through, and Watts through the middle. Crompton with a shot. And that is saved by Lakari. No rebound. And we'll have another face-off.
Crompton's looking good again, looking dangerous early. Was great yesterday in return for the Lightning.
Tried to go up high on Lakari, but Lakari was able to save with the shoulder on that one. Arps now from her own defensive zone. Tries to get it up to Clark. Came right back to her. She'll need to find another route to exit the zone. That's picked off by Brisbane. Pickering battling forward along the boards with Charles. Rapchuk trying to get it out. She does. And we'll need to be wary of Sydney's counter. Neutral zone pass, didn't find a target. Now Gabby Arps tries to get around, get that puck into the offensive zone. The puck is finally in the Sydney's offensive zone. Clark chasing after it, but Brisbane are able to get it free. Sydney able to reset here with possession. Bikini picks it up in the neutral zone. Little backhand pass. That finds Lily Roberts. Roberts has a player going to the net. Couldn't find her. Bikini has it again. That shot is blocked up top. Crompton's attempt to clear is stopped, and Newmark has the puck. A shot on goal. And it's in. Stephanie Newmark has scored from behind the goal line. And it must have taken a deflection off Katie Meyer and gone into the net.
Oh, it's a perfect start for the Sirens, and that's all thanks to Julia Bikini working hard just to keep it in the zone. Gets a stick in there, and it goes down to Newmark, who fires from a really tight angle. And was able to get it past Meyer. So the Sirens get the first one. Great start.
Face-off won by Brisbane. So an excellent start for Sydney, keeping its season alive. Wuthridge fanned on that one. Gets it into the offensive zone on the second attempt. Lakari settling it down for teammates, but axes a screen, and Kalinic is able to come in and almost pick that off. Arps keeps her pinned along the boards. Wuthridge finally gets it out. Has Brophy up top if she needs. Uses her. Brophy puts it back into Wuthridge at the half wall from the circle. Shot goes across the face. Dixon will scramble to keep that in. Does. And now Kalinic. There's a big rebound. And that goes wide. Big save by Lakari. Kalinic circling. A shot looking for a tip. Got it, but didn't go on goal. Nice little layoff there from Wuthridge. Brown trying to get the pass across, and it's put in by Lindsay Kalinic. It's a 1-1 game.
Well, that's just sustained pressure from the Lightning, just continuing to keep the puck in the offensive zone and just work away. Some tired legs out there for the Sirens. Gabby Arps came up with a good play earlier to deny the goal, but Lindsay Kalinic on the doorstep. Just too strong, fresh legs, able to get it past Lakari. So that's a quick response from the Lightning, exactly what they needed.
One of the things that we do have to mention, there is no ice cut in between periods 1 and 2, which means there is just a 2-minute break. And that could have an impact, particularly towards the end of the second period. Some tired legs out there on the long change to add to the intrigue. So it'll be interesting to see if there are any defensive lapses in the second period. But for now, parity has been restored. The Sirens with the puck in the offensive zone. Battle for it in the corner. It's the Sirens player just her hands. That's Jessica Borg. She has the puck. Looked to put a puck on net, but that was blocked away. Roberts puts that in. Sirens need to clear the zone. And you could hear the calls saying that the player was still offside, hadn't cleared the zone properly. The face-off, I believe, will be at the opposite blue line.
So Abby Brown gets the primary assist on that the clinic goal as well, Gordon. So continues her hot streak of points and goals. She's got 5 goals in her past 4 games and grabs an assist here. So really firing for the Lightning.
Face-off in the offensive zone for the Brisbane Lightning. Tracy Hokett tries to backhand that to go DDD. Picked off by Pickering. Pickering with a shot that goes into the netting. And Brisbane. That was very dangerous play. Ava Pickering had a shot in yesterday's contest on the break that narrowly missed. Katrina Rapchuk trying to get the puck out of the zone. It does finally clear. Shanita Crompton is battling for the puck, and that is a good defensive play by Gabby Arps. Brisbane put the puck back in. They'll need to clear on the delayed offside. Sirens player fell over, but Crine has possession of the puck. Makes the blue line shot from distance. That's blocked. Crine chipping the puck in deep. Pikini will go in after it after Dixon. Takes a fortuitous bounce for the Sirens and almost went into the slot area, just in front of goal. Newmark switching sides to Bikini in the left circle. Bikini stops up, shoots, that goes wide. Now along the half wall, that puck goes into the bench and out of play.
You mentioned yesterday, Gordon, you described it as a type of valley along the boards there. That one just squirted out. It was a really weird bounce. Nearly caught Katie Meyer off guard.
Face off won by Brisbane. Here's Brophy in the corner. That was a good play by the Sirens to be able to win back possession temporarily, though. As Wuthridge comes out with it. Wuthridge spinning. Centering feed. There's no one there for the Lightning. Clinic collects. She'll try to put it back in deep. Good stick check by Newmark. And the Sirens get it out to neutral ice. Brown in behind her own net. Just the single forechecker. Lily Roberts takes possession and tries to counter. That was a quick pass. Icing is negated by the Sirens. Good speed and right in front of goal. The Sydney Sirens have responded and have a 2-1 lead.
Well, they've come to play today, haven't they, Gordon? They take another lead, the second lead of the game, and they're generating offense today, and that's the big difference. And something that we spoke about without Edney, that they'll be able to generate offense, and they just kept working hard on the forecheck just to keep it in the zone and not let the Lightning get it out, and they're rewarded with another goal. That's what they've got to do, just keep working hard on the forecheck, trap it in there, get repeat efforts on goal. Nikita Horvat gets one.
Some excellent work from Nikita Horvat, doubling her goal tally, scoring at opportune times for the Sydney Sirens. And now, if you're the Brisbane Lightning, you're probably looking at this contest and the amount of offensive zone time that you've had, and looking at the scoreboard and thinking that something is not matching up, as Winder gets a shot from distance that's blocked. Great fight here from the Sirens. Georgia Clark against the boards. Back up to Winder. Winder looking for a tip. Gets one. That was Hannah Cryan in the high slot. Katie Meyer had to be attentive to that one. Nice blocker save into the corner. Now battle in behind the net as the Siren player goes down. Shot from the point. That shot from Roberts didn't get through. I'm used to seeing Roberts on the right side. They're playing on the left side of D for this game. Pickering picks up the loose puck, is eased off of it by Shanita Crompton. Now Hokett gets it up to Watts, but that's taken away by Brunt, and Crompton will need to reload. Does so. Now there's Watts is streaking down this left side. That pass is picked off by Bikini. We're back in the neutral zone. Rapture fires it in. Roberts in after it. Up to Newmark. Newmark, a shot from distance, just really a dump in. And Clinic picking it up in the right circle. Rapchuk gets it out via the boards. The Sirens retain possession temporarily. Lightning have it now. Wuthridge. Wuthridge finding Brown in front. And that's a beautiful tip in by Abby Brown to tie the game.
Well, just like the first goal, hasn't taken long for the Lightning to level it up again at 2-2 this time. As Wuthridge just takes the blue line too easily. Was able to go down the left wing, get it back in front, and Abby Brown is there again in the right spot, right time. And we spoke about Abby Brown before, Gordon. Just continues to rack up the points and goals. 6 goals now in the past 5 games.
That is Abby Brown's 3rd goal this weekend. Having an excellent season. The assistant captain for the Brisbane Lightning. Battle here at the blue line. Winder being pressured by 2 Lightning players in Wuthridge and Kalinick. Calabria came out with the puck, but it's back in the offensive zone. Calabria skates it out. Finally chips it into the Sirens offensive zone. Katie Meyer just settles that down for the defender. And now Kalinick is in. Cuts back inside. Shoots and scores. What a goal by Lindsay Kalinick. Has put the Brisbane Lightning ahead for the first time this game.
Well, Lindsay Kalinick, just every time she scores, it's almost a goal of the season contender. As we see here, Wuthridge, just a nice move, just dumps it on the back end off the boards, and Kalinick, just clean hands. was able to get past Lily Roberts and just fire one past Lakari. Might have been a bit of a screen there with Roberts, but great hands from Clinic and just rips one home.
What a shot from Lindsay Clinic. Just an effortless wrist shot into the side of the net. There's a Lightning with possession. Bikini picks it off in the neutral zone, chips it against the boards and chases. This is the type of game that the Sirens, you would be happy with this type of game, I think, Andrew, the chip and chase. Mahoney comes out with the puck, takes a serpentine route through the neutral zone, is on the right side, stops up to evade Brunt. And puck exits the zone. Brophy after it. Back to Goonan. Goonan, the nice pass off using the boards. Mahoney put it in, but didn't get it in deep. And Arps picked that off. Wasn't able to find one of her teammates, though. And Lucy York will chase the puck back into her own zone. Lucy York, that pass is picked off. And looked like a Lightning player went down. Couldn't get a stick on the puck. I don't believe there is anything in that. It was just the body of the Sirens player that got in the way. The stick wasn't being held of Rapchucks. Calabria gets the pass out to York, but that's picked off again and sent right back into the Lightning offensive zone. Crompton now pressuring, fighting in the corner. Puck gets to Roberts. Roberts can't get it past Rapchuck. And it's cycled back in. Puck is in behind the net now. Sirens just rim it around the boards, but not out. Some tired legs here as the siren sounds. Ella Lakari grabs a hold of the puck. And after 20 minutes of play, the Brisbane Lightning hold a 3-2 lead. Andrew, what did you make of that 20 minutes?
Well, it's a much better start to this game for the Sirens than yesterday. Actually out shooting the Lightning in the first period. The Lightning had most of the offensive zone time and put away their opportunities, but it's a really solid start from the Sirens and a different type of game today.
So as we mentioned, it'll just be a quick 2-minute break, and then we will be right back into the action. No ice cut in this one. Enough time, though, for you to grab yourself a drink, stretch the legs, and we'll see you soon on AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia. Welcome back to the second period of play between the Brisbane Lightning and the Sydney Sirens. It's currently the Brisbane Lightning with a 3-2 lead. You are, of course, watching AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia. I am Gordon Goodmouth. I'm joined by Andrew McDougall. What are you expecting out of this 20 minutes, Andrew?
I think we've got a good game on our hands today, Gordon. It's not just trapped in the Lightning offensive zone like we've seen yesterday. The Sirens are really working hard, generating offense, keeping the puck in their offensive zone. So we're in for a good couple of periods.
Some good fight from the Sirens so far with the season on the line. Brisbane coming strong here through the left side. Centering feed is blocked, but Crompton keeps it in, chips it back up to Badgley. Badgley spinning around. It was 2-on-1. Couldn't get possession. The Sirens barely get it out of the zone. A player goes down, and we may have a second Sydney Sirens power play.
Wow, it's a perfect start. If you're the Sydney Sirens coaching staff, it's exactly how you want to start the second period, being a goal down straight away on the power play. Face off in your offensive zone, generate some offense, generate some early energy, see if you can level it up here.
So as we mentioned, it is the long change for the second period with only the 2-minute break. It will be interesting to see later in the period if the legs start to go as Wuthridge comes in short-handed, stops up and scores! What a goal from Emma Wuthridge!
Wow, just as we talk about the Sirens generating some offense and some energy, Emma Wuthridge takes the face-off and straight off the face-off collects the puck, gets around Newmark and just goes end-to-end. Takes the blue line, has support there, doesn't need it, just pulls up on the skates. Lakari goes one way and Wuthridge just puts the pass there on the left-hand side. Lightning have a 4-2 lead. What a goal.
That was a special goal short-handed scored by Emma Wuthridge. And now Sydney will be desperate to break even on this penalty kill. And here's an opportunity developing for the Sirens as they gain the offensive zone. Immediately pressured though by the Lightning. Winder holds the line. Goes across to Roberts. Roberts has a wicked shot, uses it. Meyer steers that aside. Another shot from a tight angle and behind the goal line. Doesn't get through. Winder puts the puck again towards the net front. There's a bit of a battle there. Horvat couldn't put it home. Now Sydney will regroup in the neutral zone. We've seen Brisbane score some shorthanded goals already this season on rushes or breakaway opportunities. Lindsay Kalinick scored one earlier this season, and it's Kalinick with the puck now. Has some support from Mahoney. Her shot is deflected by the Sydney defender into the netting. And now Mahoney loses her stick. Hokett just dumps the puck in. There's a bit of debate about whether a penalty should have been called for slashing. The referees didn't see anything wrong with it. That shot goes wide, and now Calabria backhands it across. Brunt. Try. Area. Some good work by Brisbane to prevent a shot on goal. And we'll have a whistle.
Well, that goal by Emma Wuthridge, that's her third point so far in this game. 1 goal, 2 assists, so having a massive game for the Lightning today. That was good from the Sirens though as well. I think they've got to try and get some more high danger shots and high danger chances. A lot of chances coming from out wide that the Lightning are able to get bodies in front, block the puck. Meyer's able to see him. Nikita Horvat though did a mountain of work on one of her last shifts in front of Meyer, just causing a bit of trouble, pushing the body around. That's what the Sirens need to do, try and generate those rebound chances.
There's a bit of a discussion here between Courtney Mahoney and the alliance person. And face off, Brisbane gain control, fire it down the other end, and Arps will chase after it. As the penalty expires, we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Chloe Charles has left the box. Neutral zone battle, which the Lions person was involved in there. And now the Sirens with possession. Gain the zone, but stolen quickly by Mahoney. Here's Mahoney. Mahoney dangling. Edged off there by Arps. And I believe Arps will be going to the box. And the Brisbane Lightning will head to their first power play of the game.
And it's a very important period in this one. The Sirens have got to make sure that they can hold out here for these 2 minutes and not give up another goal. You don't want to go down 3 goals against the Lightning, who are they don't need a lot to put one away. They've got plenty of offensive power, the Lightning. So it's a big couple of minutes here for the Sirens.
Brisbane with possession of the puck in the offensive zone. They're setting up Brophy as the net front presence. Kalinick holds the line, keeps that in. Newmark gets the puck but not out. It's straight to Wuthridge, and Wuthridge puts it in past the Kari on the power play. It's the Brisbane Lightning 5, the Sydney Sirens 2.
Well, it's point number 4 for Wuthridge. Second goal of the game. Just unmarked. Able to have a clear lane to the goal, and just too much power. Lakari can't contain it. Just off the pad and over the glove. It's exactly what the Sirens didn't want. The Lightning take a 5-2 lead. After a strong first period, the Sirens now find themselves 3 goals down.
That was a pizza right up the middle of the ice, I think is what they call that. And Emma Wuthridge just picked it off in a glorious location. Puts it home. Great goal for Emma Wuthridge. Brophy collecting. Goes back to her defensive partner. A lot of work to do here for the Sirens now. Shanita Crompton gains the offensive zone. Tries to put the puck back up top, but that's picked off by Sydney. That pass just eluded Pickering, goes all the way down the ice. Not enough for icing in Brisbane. Regrouping, exit the zone through Crompton. She was spun around and Pekini was able to get a tap on that one, but it's Georgia Watts with possession. She tries a reverse pass that's cut off by Winder, and now it's a battle for it. Puck goes into the corner. It's in that area against the boards. Battle continuing here in behind the net. Some big zone time for the Lightning. And Sydney will be unable to change. Winder tries to get that puck out of the zone. Pickering has it now. Pickering dangling, gets it into neutral ice, and takes a tumble as she is desperate to get off the ice. The D cannot change, but they are relieved by the icing call against the Lightning.
Well, the shot count's even between the two teams at the moment. But I think it's just the quality of chances as well. I think the Sirens are just entering the offensive zone and just happy to sort of shoot one from the blue line out wide. They've got to work a little bit harder to get it in front of the net. The more high danger chances.
Neutral zone battle here, and Pekini comes out with it. Tries to get the puck back into the offensive zone, but doesn't get it in deep. The Lightning tap it out, but not quite out of the zone, as Newmark keeps it in, shoots from distance. That was over the top of the net. Didn't miss by much. And another shot from the point. That goes in behind the net. Harps is pinching. Good defensive responsibility by Newmark there to take position at the blue line. We will have a face-off.
So this is good for the Sirens as well. Just getting that sustained pressure in the offensive zone to try and claw their way back into this game.
Face-off won by Sydney, but Brisbane come out with it. That was a good win there by Katrina Rapchuk to advance and steal the puck away. Badgley gets it in deep for Utto. Badgley and Utto both working hard against the boards, against Roberts and two other Sirens. It's caught in the abyss between the boards and the normal playing surface. A referee's arm has gone up, so there is a delayed penalty call against the Sirens as the Sydney touches the puck, and Brisbane Lightning will head to the power play for their second opportunity, already 1-for-1.
Yeah, they've gone short-handed. Emma Wuthridge and power play goal, Emma Wuthridge. Both goals to Wuthridge, so going on the penalty kill is not what the Sirens wanted at this stage, with the Lightning with their tails up and Wuthridge really in the groove.
So Wuthridge just needs to score even strength, a penalty shot, and an empty netter to get the full Lemieux. 5 goals, 5 different ways. Clinic holds the puck in. Here's Mahoney from the half wall up to Crompton. That tip went into the corner. Crompton spinning. Passes, tries to find Wuthridge, but Bikini picked that off temporarily, and now Winder has it. Winder tries to clear, but it was Horvat, my apologies, not Bikini. That hits Horvat. Clinic keeps it in the zone. And well kept in again by the Lightning. They are being kept to the outside nicely here by Sydney as a pass comes across, and Crompton just missed the one-time opportunity. Clinic will circle back. Find some support, but it's Winder who has possession now. She spins and clears down the ice. Clinic in behind her own net. The top power play unit is still out here at the moment for the Lightning. Brophy, the lone defender, but Brophy has the net front presence responsibility, which normally would be Alison Carlisle's role. However, Alison Carlisle is away from the team at the moment, getting married over in North America. So congratulations to Alison Carlisle. As Crompton gets the puck to the blue line, and now the second unit is on, and they go to work. That pass, I think Badgley was looking for a tip in front. Couldn't find it, and it's battle along the boards now. Badgley uses a blue liner up top. Looking for a tip in the high slot from Brown, but it missed everyone. Goes into the corner. And now back up for Dixon. Dixon goes D to D. Here's an opportunity. There's some room. Lakari made that save. And the Sirens skated out. And here's an opportunity coming out of the penalty box. And that was high from York. Pickering couldn't hold that one in at the line. Collision between Badgley and Arps. The puck is still in the Sydney offensive zone. Cryan. She spins, fires it back in. That's picked off by Brisbane. Badgley was just content to change. Big penalty kill by the Sirens, keeping them in this game. And now here they go. 2-on-1 opportunity. Pickering is providing some support. Shot, but that goes wide. Meyer just made the pad save on that. tight angle shot. Here's Mahoney now. She shoots some distance, and that's just easily gloved by Lakari, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, they seen off the penalty, and then they were able to generate a couple of chances. Lucy York one. It's a big chance straight out of the box. They would have loved to have had that one, the Sirens. And then that just chanced just a minute ago as well.
Face-off won by Brisbane, but we're going to do it all again as the officials saw something they didn't like. Clinic wins the draw. Back to Seren Powell. Powell being pressured there. Gets the puck in deep though. Brisbane with possession in the offensive zone. Back up high to Powell. Powell trying to get it towards the net. That's blocked. Picked off though by Abby Brown. Abby Brown in a battle. Taken again by Brisbane. Goonan. Good play to keep the puck in. Winder just rins that one around the boards. Calabria completes the zone exit, but it will come all the way down the other end of the ice for icing. So the Sirens won't be able to change, and the Lightning will be able to put fresh skaters on the ice.
Yeah, we have seen as well as a couple of Lightning goals, just some tired legs with the Sirens unable to change. So they'll look to win this face-off and try and get it out of the zone so they can make a change. They don't want to be trapped in there. The Lightning putting shots on net.
Keep an eye out for tired legs. When the players are tired, you'll often see the knees are straight, not bent. The legs are straight when they are tired. So as this shift goes on, Calabria, still the Sirens in the... and that is a big reprieve for the Sydney Sirens as the Lightning took the puck in offside.
And we do love the people that tune into these live streams as well, Gordon. We get people from all over the world. We have Paul Furness tuning in from Canberra. So hello to Paul, welcome.
One of the best photographers in the league, Paul Furness. And he takes some great photos from the Australian Ice Hockey League competitions. Trans-Tasman last year or the year before. So welcome, Paul. As Brisbane now battling for it in behind the boards. Arps gets that puck out to Pekini. And that was an effective little deke there from Brunt to exit the zone. Just overskated the puck a little bit, and that caused the turnover. Badgley just chipping it in herself, trying to get the puck in deep. It's a captain's skate here from Christina Badgley. Cycles it around for Udder. Udder cycled it further, but there was no one on that side of the ice. Bikini's able to pick that off, but not exit the zone as Dixon keeps it in, puts it in on Lakari. But now the Sirens have time. Here's Newmark crossing the line. Just dumps that puck in on the opposite side. Calabria collects. She's battling with Crompton now. Trying to get that puck out of the abyss in between the ice and the boards. And finally, Lightning do so. And that will come all the way down the other end for an icing call.
Well, the Sirens are out shooting the Lightning in this period. And they're out shooting the Lightning as well the entirety of the contest. But it's just that short-handed goal and a power play goal which has turned the game on its head from Emma Wuthridge. Otherwise, the Sirens are hanging tough and they're hanging in the contest.
So I think the camera is on the end of the ice where the action is not taking place. So we apologize for those issues. Winder just clears the puck down the other end, and your guess is as good as mine if that's icing. It appears it is icing. Face off won by Brisbane. And we are back. Thank you very much. As Lakari makes the save, holds on for the face off.
Really earned your money there, Gordon.
Thank you. The Sirens get the puck out of the zone. Here comes Wuthridge winding, trying to get it clear. Does so. Clinic now. Dangerous skater as always. For Wuthridge. Not quite out of the zone here is Newmark. Does well to keep it in. That goes on Meyer. Meyer deflects it harmlessly in behind. Goonan spins and reverses. Bikini collects that one. Has Newmark in the middle. Tried to find her, but Lightning picked that one off. And the Lightning again trying to get out, but that's kept in by Cryan at the half wall. Takes a deflection and skitters along the boards. Soren Powell now fighting for it. And Brisbane are able to pick that puck off. Here's Abby Brown coming back the other way. Has Wuthridge in support. Finds Wuthridge. Ran out of room. Wuthridge now gets the puck back up to the blue line to Goonan. Goonan tried to get that puck on net. Couldn't get through. Sydney clear the danger temporarily. The puck is in the neutral zone. Goonan chips the puck up the boards. That's picked off. And Sydney now. Here's an opportunity with Pickering down the side. Lily Roberts is bodied off of the puck. That was a strong defensive play there by the Lightning. Winder pinching, holding. Pickering in behind the net. Gets it in front. And that was a good opportunity there. Almost for Murphy. Winder. Her shot from a tight angle. That hit Meyer. And Brisbane clear. Brisbane back up to Crompton. And that's picked off by Sydney. Kept in line. And Crompton along the half wall. Back up top to the blue line. And Brisbane are on the cycle now. That's a pass in front. Nearly found Georgia Watts. But cleared by Sydney. And Crompton gets it in the offensive zone. But Badgley, according to the officials, was just a step offside.
Well, it's a big final 4 minutes for the Sirens here for their season, Gordon. They cannot give up another goal before the end of the period. And if they can snatch one back, really tighten up things heading into the third.
We talked about that yesterday, just the finishing strong. That can have an impact on the next period or the next game. Important for the Sirens to finish strong in this period. They can get a bounce to go their way. They're well and truly in this game. As Courtney Mahoney winds her way around, a vital stick check there prevents a scoring opportunity. Chloe Charles gets the puck, tries to get in front. That's cleared by Sydney, only as far as Dixon. And Sirens player goes to the ice. No call. Neutral zone time here as Horvat tried to get that in, but that's picked off. Kept in by Newmark at the line. She tries to deke around a player, and Mahoney finally gets past, but stolen and picked off by Mahoney. Mahoney now has support in Kate Barber and Chloe Charles, her line mates. And Mahoney goes off for a change. That is stolen by Chloe Charles right off the stick of the Sydney defender. Good recovery here, but not able to clear the zone. Tried to dangle through a maze. And the Lightning, through Barber, gets the puck up ahead for Dixon. That's cleared. Newmark finds Bikini. Bikini just dumps it in. Pressure by Brunt. Brunt is the lone member of the leadership group that is playing for the Sirens this weekend, with, of course, Fiona Moon and Sarah Edney unavailable. And we will have a whistle.
We also have Ron Walker. It says, "Come on, Sirens," from Sydney. So Sirens fans tuning in, watching their team, probably chewing on the nails, Gordon, looking at the score line and the time in this period, the season on the line.
I feel you can never count out a champion, the defending champion Sydney Sirens. It's they are in a bit of a hole here, down 5-2, as Meyer covers up the puck. But count them out at your peril. I don't think the Brisbane Lightning will be taking them lightly. That is for certain. Job is certainly not done as Hokert gets the puck up the boards, but that's picked off by Sydney. And Sydney now with possession, set up in the zone, shot from the point. That doesn't make it through to the net. Bikini spinning from her knees, gets a shot on target that Meyer had to be quick to stop. Crompton gets the puck back out to neutral ice. Newmark to Arps, and Arps, she'll skate it across the line. Time winding down in the second period. Oh, nice little tip there by Bikini. Soft hands to get that on target. But Meyer was in good position for the save. Brunt now. She collects. She fires from a tight angle. Gets a bunch of bodies. Crompton only clears as far as neutral ice, and Arps puts it right back in. Crompton now using her skating. Dumps it back to the opposite blue line. Tryon. That was a good pressure there from Brisbane. Again, standing up the Sirens at the blue line. The zone entries have not come easily for the Sirens this weekend. And that was a nice little move there by Arps to create some space. Gains the zone, fires wide. Pass comes across, and now Arps from up top. Her shot is blocked. Vital block there. Now Brisbane. Clear back down on Lakari. It's been a good power play for the Sirens in that they have managed to get some offensive zone time. Just 2 seconds left on this penalty, and the penalty and the period have expired after 40 minutes of play. It's the Brisbane Lightning 5, the Sydney Sirens 2. Andrew, what are your thoughts heading into before we head into the break and the final period of play?
Well, it's all on the line now for the Sirens. If you want to play finals, you've got to come out strong in this third period, take the lead and keep the lead and win the game. And for the Lightning, it's the Emma Wuthridge show in that second period. Short-handed goal, power play goal, just turned the game on its head. And the Sirens take a 3-goal lead into the final period and look really, really good.
So the Brisbane Lightning are 20 minutes away from clinching. Can the Sydney Sirens come back into this one and keep their finals hopes alive? You will have been watching AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15 minutes or so to find out what happens in this contest. Well, welcome back to AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia. My name is Gordon Goodenough. I am joined on the commentary by Andrew McDougall. I thought we might start with a question for the people watching on YouTube. If you want to play along or provide an answer, when do you think, without looking it up, when was the last time the Sydney Sirens did not make the grand final of the AWIHL? So if you've got an answer, let us know in the chat, as the players are just coming back now. It's been a decade or so of dominance for the Sydney Sirens. They have obviously the defending champions. They won the AWIHL Championship, the Joan McCowan Memorial Trophy. Last season, they won it in 2019-2020. So 2 times, the last 2 seasons, they have been the champions. What have you seen so far in this one, Andrew?
Just on that decade of dominance, I was talking to former Sirens goaltender and Turkey international goaltender Sarah Doramaja during the week, and Sarah had sent me a photo. I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but the photo, she told me that was out of that photo in the roster, there was 9 veterans / players that have departed the Sirens. So it's a big overhaul in recent times for the Sirens as they look to rebuild and replenish their roster with young talent.
You look, heading into last season, I wasn't certain if the Sirens could go back to back. They'd lost so many key players like Kayla Nielsen, Nadine Edney, who went on to play in the PHF for the Toronto Six. They lost a ton of players, Amelia Matheson, and they still came back. They lost Stephanie Cochrane as well, their captain. So they lost a big core part of their team, but they still managed to go back to back last season. So as I say, you can never count a champion out. We do have one guess from Wayne McGlynn of 5 years. And Sarah Doramaja confirming that the photo that you're talking about, Andrew, was from last season. So we will get to that answer. She is obviously the longtime Sirens legend, an icon in the AWIHL. The only goaltender to play 100 games in the AWIHL.
But one thing we do know from the Sirens is that they will battle till the end. So I hope everyone's got something to eat and fueled themselves up for a big final period. I had a coffee scroll during the intermission, Gordon. So I'm ready to go.
I had a phone call from my mother-in-law, so I would have preferred the coffee scroll. I love my mother-in-law. As Brisbane win the face-off, here's Katrina Rapchuk. Gets it back into the neutral zone. Crompton 2-on-1 developing there with Georgia Watts. And that shot is steered away by Lakari. Battle in the corner. Arps gets it out of the zone. And now Brisbane chasing after it. Goes in on new marks, so no icing. Goes in on Maya, my apologies. And Crompton now down the right side. Has Watts going to the net. Tries to find her. Backhand goes on Lakari. Looked to almost sneak through 5-hole. Lakari had to be very quick to be able to close the pads on that one. Georgia Watts now has some speed. Coming through neutralized. Fires some distance. That misses the right corner. Shot from the circle. That's tipped on net from the slot. Good save by Lakari. Brisbane again maintaining good offensive zone time. Brophy putting a puck towards the net. Crompton tipped that wide. Kept in by Brophy at the blue line. Newmark, big collision. Newmark goes down. Puck goes deep in the zone. Arps recovers. He spins and gets the puck down the ice. That is some excellent speed there from Lucy York just to negate that icing call. Great play. There is definitely no quit in this Sirens team. They will go down fighting. And Brisbane are well aware the job is not done yet. It's Janie Goonan. She reverses. That gets caught up with York. And now the Sirens have it. They're set up. Shot from up top with a big mass of bodies in front. It hits one of them. And Wuthridge trying to use her strength to create a scoring opportunity. She collects the puck in behind the net. Circles in the right circle into the slot. That shot is blocked. Another shot on goal. Through a screen. That is stopped as well. Kalinick in the corner. Cycles it back down low. Body's flying now. Brophy. Brophy, nice little pass to hold the line. Kalinick puts it in deep in the zone and Horvath trying to get it out. Bikini now providing some support. And this has been a long shift for the Sirens defense. As Brisbane keep it in again. The defense will need to stay on. Winder now. Winder. He gets a break pass, but not out of the zone. Mahoney kept it in, but I think needed to clear. That's why she doubled back. Back up to Winder. There are some tired legs out here on the ice you can see for the Sirens. Roberts and Winder have been on the ice for a very long time. And now they may get a chance to change. Good pressure from the Lightning. Sirens hanging on. And Utto just dumps that puck into the zone. Sydney with possession. Good little spin by Arps. Bikini puts that back to Arps, and Arps in behind the net. One player that I haven't seen play in today's game is Samantha Payne for the Sirens, as Brisbane dangle it in. So I'm not sure if that's just me missing her or if she is unavailable after playing in the game yesterday. Georgia Watts now in behind the net. Pass in front for Crompton. What a beautiful goal by Sharnita Crompton on the one-timer.
Well, the Lightning have come out really strong to start this third period. They've enjoyed that intermission and the ice cut as Crompton just continues the form from yesterday. Just fires one home. It's a 6-2 lead now for the Lightning. It's a long way back for the Sirens.
Scramble draw. And the Sirens come out with it temporarily. And this is an opportunity here for Lucy York. A bit of a mini opportunity. Arm is in the air. She's drawn a penalty. So the Sydney Sirens will head to the power play, down by 4 early in this third period.
Well, that's a good response from the Sirens, straight off the face-off. Lucy York down the right wing, able to get a shot on Meyer and draw the penalty as well. Sends the Sirens onto the power play. So it's a big chance to get a goal back for the Sirens quickly. See if they can continue to work their way back into the game.
We'd like to welcome to all those who are tuning in after watching the Adelaide Rush versus Melbourne Ducks game that was played earlier this afternoon at Ice HQ. Abby Arps holds the puck in, gets it to Bikini. Bikini looks to center. That's stolen by Wuthridge. And Ruthridge will go for a skate. Has Kalinick in support. Chips the puck in. It's stopped, but she continues skating after it. And Kalinick spins. That shot goes wide of goal. Stephanie Newmark now. Passes it off to Bikini. Bikini dumps the puck in. Brisbane recollect and quickly clear it down the length of the ice. So Sydney looking to set up on this power play with the numerical advantage. And there is Payne on the ice. My apologies. Payne is indeed participating in today's game. Roberts just tries to cycle that around. That is stopped by Brisbane and sent the length down to Lakari. The winder through neutral ice. That takes a deflection. And now it's Payne gaining the zone. That shot goes into the corner. Roberts with a shot from distance. I think that hit some iron in that shot. And another shot from Winder from a high danger position. Katie Meyer grabs that one. No rebound.
That was the best chance for the Sirens on the power play. Just Winder coming in. It's a puck played from below the net. Sam Payne gets it up. But Meyer was up to the task for the save.
So the trivia question, when did the Sydney Sirens last not make the grand final? We've got a guess in there from Shana Godfrey of 2014-15. Very close. The answer is 2013-14. So the 2013-14 AWIHL season, that was the last time the Sirens did fail to make the grand final. So it has been a decade of unbelievable success for the Sirens. They will be looking to rebuild and get back to that status as Lakari just holds on for another face-off.
I was going to say, Gordon, do we accept Shana Godfrey as someone who can answer the trivia question, considering how long she played for the Sirens?
Look, I think when you have the options available to us, you definitely accept Shana Godfrey's response. And big shout out to Sarah Dodamaja, who let us take a look at the Sydney Sirens records that they have maintained. The teams do an excellent job of maintaining records of their history, their games, etc. Hopefully one day it can all be put together. As Kalinick brings it in over the line, she goes down, arm goes up, and there will be a tripping penalty. Brisbane Lightning will head to the power play.
Another power play for the Lightning. They did score a power play goal in that second period. Emma Wuthridge as Clinic, just too good with the hands. Clinic just going down that left-hand side and just cuts it back onto the forehand and just draws the penalty. Great hands, great skater, Clinic.
Face off won by Brisbane, but Winder gets a stick onto it and does get it out of the zone. Bikini now forechecking after it to pressure Rapchuk. Rapchuk out to neutral ice. Badgley overskates that pass. Brown. She'll double back. And Rapchuk will collect. Swap sides with Goonan. Uses Watts. And now Watts with some speed. Dangles over the blue line. Has Badgley in support, uses her. Badgley at the half wall. Cycles it back around for Brown. Brown tries to cycle it back around again, but picked off by Sydney. Bikini doesn't get it out of the zone. Now Watts goes to the net front. Pass comes in. The puck was loose there, but Sirens clear. Just under a minute left on this power play. That was the second power play unit out there for the Lightning. We'll see if head coach Matt Meyer puts out the first group, and it looks like yes, indeed he has. Full forwards 1D. As Wuthridge heading towards the net, and Brophy in front takes 2 whacks at it. Lakari covers.
Emma Wuthridge, just a turn of speed on the defensive blue line. Gets past Cryan and just keeps going and takes the offensive blue line as well. Just picking the puck up with her skate as well, keeping it in front of her. Unbelievable skating.
The best players for Brisbane have been their best players today. It's been the most important game of the season for the Lightning. Again, have not won a home series yet this season. Had a couple of splits. The big opportunity as Crompton wheels around in her own zone. Penalty has expired. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Crompton gaining the zone. Has Brophy in the middle. Brophy still acting as a forward in this setup. Even though it's 5-on-5, this is the one defender out for Brisbane. So if Sydney can take advantage, this is an opportunity. Let Brisbane take possession. And Brophy still acting as a forward here in this setup. Mahoney takes the puck from against the wall. Charles keeps it in, puts it back down to Brophy. Brophy has Crompton. He's just gliding towards the net. Shot from distance. Crompton tried to get a tip on it. Brophy took a whack at it. And it's stopped by Lakari. Yesterday we saw Ella Lakari skate all the way out to the blue line trying to chase a player. He took a late whack at a puck. Nothing forthcoming today, Andrew.
No unsportsmanlike penalty this time.
Face-off scrambled and Sydney take possession. Rapchuk holds it in though. Here's McDonald. McDonald and gets it in front to Otto. Hokert pinches. A little slapper from Hokert gets blocked. Clark rims it round for Pickering. Pickering pressured by Rapchuk and McDonald comes away with it. Battling with the other 21 and Lily Roberts. Roberts wins that battle. Now Otto. Tried to center to McDonald. Strong defensive work here from the Sirens. They get it out of the zone through Pickering. Trying to dump that in. That was deflected. She skates after it. Will get it back up high. Arps maintains the cycle. Pickering now in a battle. And we will have a face-off.
There's been a lot of battles along the boards in this game today, Gordon. The puck is just stuck in the abyss.
Brisbane. Crompton wins that draw cleanly against Horvat. Now here comes Crompton. Chip and chase. Gets it in deep. Payne trying to break up that cycle. Bodies go flying as Crompton collided. Went heavily onto the ice. Hopefully everyone is okay. Watts now gets outnumbered. Puck is stolen. Brophy takes it right back away. Gets it to Crompton, who was offside.
Well, it's been all business for the Lightning in this third period, outshooting the Sirens 11-4, with the game played predominantly in the Lightning offensive zone. So they've come out strong. They want to clinch this finals spot.
I think that was a bit of friendly fire with Shanita Crompton tangling up with Georgia Watts. Both players are still out. Okay, so that's good news. But yes, a big opportunity for the Lightning. Julia Pacchini chipping that puck up the boards. Now Crompton evades the forechecking Newmark and winds away through everyone. Gets in on Lakari and puts it just over the bar. Comes back out to Crompton. Crompton with a backhand that comes off the post. Crompton's hit a post and a bar as a Brisbane player is down in behind the nets. There's a big collision there. No calls. Clinic with the puck. Gets a shot on. Good save by Lakari. Badgley. Gets it back around for Watts. Watts on the backhand. What a goal by Georgia Watts. Puts her team up 7-2, and that is the final nail in the Sirens finals chances coffin.
Geez, haven't we seen some good backhand goals this season? Georgia Watts goes top shelf on the backhand. We've seen her teammate Lindsay Clinic score a great goal on the backhand last time they played. Georgia Watts, great finish.
May have taken, it looked like the puck was fluttering a little bit, may have taken a slight deflection off Lily Roberts' stick, but that was a beautifully taken goal by Georgia Watts as the Brisbane Lightning open up a 7-2 lead. These two teams played each other last season in the semi-finals, with the Sydney Sirens coming out on top in that game 4-1. Sydney get the puck in on Meyer. That goes in behind the net. Now, if you're head coach Gabriel Blado, again, maybe you don't look at the scoreboard, but your message is just to keep working and to finish strong. What are your thoughts, Andrew?
Absolutely. That's all they've done all season as well, Gordon. They've hung in games and they've just battled and battled. It hasn't gone their way this weekend with the trip up here to Brisbane. But we've spoken about them every week and how, excuse me, how the wheels are starting to turn. You can see things starting to align. They've got plenty of young talent.
Ratchuk. Puck is picked up by Pacchini. Pacchini gets it to the front of the net, and there was Ebony Brunt took a whack at it, but couldn't make contact with the puck. Here comes Abby Brown the other way. Brown gets the puck into the center of the ice. Back for Wuthridge. Wuthridge tried to find Brown. This line of Clinic, Brown, and Wuthridge has been excellent all weekend. Head coach Matt Meyer decided to put the lines in a bit of a blender. Emma Moonen has entered the game for the Sydney Sirens, so well done, Emma Moonen. It's great to see Emma Moonen in goal for the Sirens, part of the Sirens' future.
Yeah, absolutely. Only 21 years of age. Looks to have a bright future in the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League. Very talented goaltender.
Mahoney in the face-off dot with Bikini. That is going to be a winger's battle. Arps just dumps Utter. And Sydney skate out with it. Just a massive bodies here against the boards in the neutral zone. Courtney Mahoney comes out with it, skating with some speed down the right side, forced out wide by Payne. She tries to circle in behind the net, but is cut off. And that's almost taken by Barber, Kate Barber. Back up high, shot from the blue line. Goes wide of Moonen. Utter is bodied into the boards by Arps. Strong play. Horvat digging at it. Puck comes back up to Brophy. Brophy, her shot is blocked. Good hand-eye coordination there from Bikini to block that one. And the puck comes all the way down the other end of the ice. 4 minutes left. Brisbane and the zone. And that goes over the boards and out of play.
When we talk about the Sirens, Gordon, and how they're rebuilding, had a lot of departures, experienced players. Gabby Arps, when they make their resurgence, Gabby Arps is going to be one of the focal points for this Sirens team. Every week you watch Arps play, an outstanding defender.
I think, yes, you certainly look at this lineup and you see Arps and Roberts from the blue line. You see players like Cryan, Lucy York, Ebony Brunt. They're very good potential. And I know we talked with head coach Graham Hyde early this season, and he did say that he could see the Sydney Sirens being a dynasty in 5 years' time. Badgley in the corner for Brisbane. Meanwhile, the Brisbane Lightning, the highest position that they have finished in this season is second, as that will come back into the offensive zone for icing. Having talked with head coach Matt Meyer at different points this season, he certainly sees his team as a championship contender. What are your thoughts after this weekend, Andrew?
Yeah, absolutely. They're right in it. When you've got Katie Meyer performing like she has across the weekend, saved 13 of 14 yesterday, been outstanding again today, and also Abby Brown. That's the one that's really jumped out at me. Abby Brown started to get the goal scoring and the points happening in the past 5 games. If she can carry that into finals, players like that are really going to lift behind the likes of Wuthridge and those sort of players.
Shot from York from distance. Takes the deflection. Horvat fighting for it, wins it. Gets it back up high. Sydney put it back into the slot. That shot doesn't get through as McDonald retrieves and gets the puck out to neutral ice. Kalinick trying to get around the defender. Kalinick now fighting with the Arps. McDonald gets that back around for Brisbane to chase. York gets it up ahead, but Hokett will look to cut that off. Does. But the Sirens retake possession in the corner. And Brisbane will put that down the length of the ice for icing.
And Georgia Watts as well, Gordon, just another one, the last goal scorer for the Lightning. Previous to this weekend, had gone 4 games without a goal, only had 1 assist in that time, but now has gone back-to-back games with goals. So if the Lightning can get players like Georgia Watts and Abby Brown to continue to fire heading into finals, really peaking at the right time.
Face off won by Sydney. Shot on goal gets deflected into the corner. Bikini collects. Her centering feed is taken. McDonald will skate this out. Tries to find the red line. Didn't quite make it. See if the officials are generous. They are not. Come back for icing.
And as we spoke about yesterday as well, Gordon, the Lightning will welcome back Alison Carlisle too at some stage. So when you can slot someone like Carlisle into your lineup, you're pretty blessed.
And I'm not sure what's happening here. Perhaps a timeout has been called by one of the coaches, although I wasn't sure you could do that on an icing. You cannot. I think they've changed their minds. You could hear head coach Matt Meyer in the background being adamant that McDonald had made the red line. Face-off comes to center ice. One player that head coach Matt Meyer wanted to acknowledge was Kelly Costa. We did mention her yesterday, but just for today's viewers, she has been at the bench for all the home games, of course. She was the captain last season and is missing this season. Head coach Matt Meyer could finally reveal why. She is due to give birth to her second child in April. So congratulations to Kelly Costa. We look forward to seeing her and her iconic skates, which are from the Soviet administration, I believe. She's worn them for a while. And why change something when it's working? As Mahoney winds and shoots, that goes wide. But she is looking forward to being with the team next season. So congratulations, Kelly Costa. As Dixon now fighting for it here. Sydney take possession. Brisbane still keep it in the zone now through Dixon. Dixon is playing, I believe, as a forward on this line. No, she comes back up top to the blue line. Just fans on that opportunity, and Brown just squeezes the Sirens player against the board and retakes possession. Dixon dumps it in. Harps evades the forecheck with a pass, but that's picked off before it gets to Pickering. And Mahoney gets back to Crompton now in the offensive zone. She is isolated, waiting for support. Gets it. Shot comes across. I don't know where that went. There we go. And siren sounds. The Brisbane Lightning have clinched the fourth and final playoff spot in the AWIHL. They will be heading to finals in Melbourne, March 9 and 10. For the first time ever, the Sydney Sirens have missed out on the final series, certainly since the league became a home and away series in 2008-2009. It's been a tough year for the defending champions, but they will be back. Andrew, what's your takeaway after this weekend?
Well, the Sirens, they did miss Sarah Edney, there's no doubt about that. Their captain, their leading goal scorer. They struggled to generate offense yesterday, but today they were much better. But it was just those two goals within the second period from Emma Wuthridge, a short-handed goal and a power play goal that really opened the game up. And you feel sort of flattened the tyres of the Sirens, who continue to battle, but out of the second intermission, the Lightning were just all business-like, out shooting the Sirens 15-5, getting two more goals on the board, and they look really primed for finals.
It was an important weekend for both teams. Sydney, of course, are building. They will continue their run this season to be able to gain experience and to be back amongst it next season. However, their finals run is over. We know who will be attending finals. We don't know how they are placed. There's still a quarter of the season left for us to answer that question. The Brisbane Lightning making a big statement in today's game, and indeed over the weekend. Some great structure, really constricted Sydney's opportunities. It's been a fantastic weekend. Andrew, what are your final thoughts?
Well, we spoke to head coach of the Lightning, Matt Meyer, during the week, and he said at training the intensity was up and they were really ready to go for this weekend, and they showed that across the two games. And for the Sydney Sirens, despite not making the finals this season, they have the Lightning at home next weekend, and the following weekend they play the Inferno at home as well. So although they cannot make the top four, they can play a role in how the top four is shaped. So they'll be looking to, I think that'll be motivation enough for that young group as well going forward. But the Brisbane Lightning have clinched a final spot. Where they finish on the standings, we'll see in the weeks to come.
And the first home sweep for the Brisbane Lightning in their final home weekend. It's great to see them getting a big cheer from their fans and saluting them as well. We thank you so much for watching. Thank you for engaging with us on the AWIHL TV YouTube chat. Thank you to our camera operator, Rowan, and to Ben Roach, producer. For Andrew McDougall, I am Gordon Goodenough, and thank you for watching AWIHL TV, powered by Sportscast Australia. We will see you next week.
Thanks to the following partners: Nesuto Apartments, Sportslink Travel, Skaters Network, Bauer, and Sportscast Australia for helping bring this sport to the fans. See you next time.